I started the timer at 5:50 on the clock. 5 equals change. So, a lot of people are against marijuana. My problem with marijuana today is that it's got into the hands of the you-know-whos. And hearing certain stories that revolve around marijuana when it comes to the black community, when it comes to the melanated beings, it's like, why people make themselves... Well, I'm not going to say this because then that could be very controversial, because I have nothing against white people. Let me be clear. I am biracial. Let me be clear. I have nothing against white people. What I have against ignorance is that ignorance, there is no color for ignorance. Ignorance revolves around your lack of knowledge, the lack of your understanding. Your willingness to want to understand is what creates wisdom, right? Your willingness creates wisdom. Your ignorance creates chaos. When you have people out here who feel like, oh, you're black, so, that's the stereotype, stereotypical this, stereotypical that. And I just feel like for the people who have gotten off and now they're well off, they have their yachts, they have their high rise, they have the things they need. I found that those are some of the most incomplete people. It's like once you get complete and you have everything it is you thought that you wanted, what is it that you feel like you're missing? You're missing the morality. You're missing the sensible things. You're missing the simple things. I said sensible. You're missing the bigger picture and saying, what is this reality all about? It's not always about want, get. I found in my reality for it to be about the journey. And being a chosen one, I haven't never considered myself a chosen one until, I started, going around and seeing videos on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, so it's other people like me. Okay, so that's the wave. Okay, so then that's who I am. And when you align with that calling and you show up, it's like you showing up for that version of yourself is you sacrificing the older version of yourself. The version of yourself that everybody thought that they knew, which now they're going to have, everybody who thought that they knew they're going to have to get to know you all over again. It's just that simple. We don't have time to wait on people to wake. People are going to wake up on their own time. And what I learned about stop waking people up is to be the proof. Be the proof that when you wake up and you go to work, these are the results that you get. Instead of you slacking and just feeling like every day is every day, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll give myself a 5-year plan. The present moment is considered the present moment for a reason. I'll let you think about what that reason's for. Thought about it? Okay, so the reason is that the present moment is the present moment because it's a present. It's a gift to be able to decide, to differentiate the direction of your life. You could very much so be headed this way, but it's something you didn't think of. Okay, then you came to that thought. Okay, well, now I'm going to go this way. That's just like the fork in the road. You don't know exactly which way to go always, but no matter, even if you do take the wrong turn with faith, you will execute all obstacles and endeavors. But they want us all in fear. They want us to fear the unknown. I'll have you know that in this game called Life of Reality, every little thing that hasn't happened for you that you want to bring into your reality, it's going to require a certain level of faith. It's going to require detachment. Detachment of the outcome, detachment of the when, the how, detachment of, people who, are so fixated and hell-bent on you not believing in yourself. Get far away from those type of people, because those people do exist. Those people are the non-aspirational people where they have no fuel, they have no drive, they have no perseverance. Those are the people who very much so come off as, oh, I'm like this because XYZ happened to me. Oh, I'm like this because such and such did this and it made me do that. If anybody can make you do anything in this life, understand that you're vibrating low. And your boundaries haven't begun. Yes, certain things will happen to you outside of your boundaries when you're a child, or, certain things where you may become a victim. But the thing is, you can only stay a victim for so long. Once you realize that, okay, I survived that, now you have to shift that victim mentality into, being very much so, the word just slipped from me. You have to switch from being a victim to being the villain. Sometimes you have to be the conqueror. You have to be the one who just refuses. You refuse to let that be the verdict for you. You refuse to allow other people's trauma and lack of self-love and inflictions of pain that they put on you to be the definition of your whereabouts. Healing is the vibe. But if you so strong and you thinking that you're strong and your strength is requiring you not to heal and not even to understand that you are hurt, and not even to understand that it's things that happened to you that you didn't deserve, that you actually, those things are actually in your way from you being authentic, from you being who it is that you were born to be, from it, you attracting that life that you aspire to live. I know a lot of rich and successful people who do a lot of things in the nightlight and on the weekends and on the holidays or however the fuck they like to play, but it's like in that moment of you pursuing what it is that you want, it's like it's all momentarily. You order someone for the moment, and in reality, regardless if you like that particular person or not, you're still longing for that version of yourself that only gets to do this on the weekend. You're still longing for your truth and divinity to be able to sprout. It's like if all you've done is all you've done and you have yet to learn what it is that you do it for. Being honest with yourself is the key. And I'm going to keep talking about honesty. But I just looked over at this book and I'm going to give you the page that I opened up on, okay? Since we're on the same page. It says 000. Like a magnet, I attract all that I desire. I am a powerful magnifier. I am a powerful manifester. Excuse me. I'm a powerful manifester. My energy knows no bounds. As it draws to me all of my people and experiences and resources that aligns with my goals and aspirations. I am guided by my purpose and power. I can feel the universe amplifying my abilities, powers to create. I am being rewarded with abundance. One thing that you can see that you heard time after time is that the I am. How are you speaking of yourself? How are you nurturing yourself? What does your self-talk sound like? Are you your worst enemy when it comes to how you motivate yourself? Are you the one that's in your own damn way? Usually we are. When in reality we have yet to discover who the fuck we are, and we only know what people have told us about ourselves. If you're still going off of the clout that people have given you some people still live off of the high school era with who you were thought of then. Some people never know how to grow. Some people don't know how to move out of that comfort zone and to get a little uncomfortable to get to know yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Whenever I hear something like that happening out of nowhere, that's the Most High letting me know that I'm aligned and on my right timeline. Okay, the signs and synchronicities. When you become a spiritual being, when you begin to open your spiritual eyes, you'll realize that everything is connected. Just like that ding in the background. Every little thing is connected. Okay, so here we have another one, and it says, when man sees the Bible as a deal psychological drama with all of its characters and actors as the personified qualities and attributes of his connections, as his consequences, then and then only will the Bible reveal to him the light of its symbology. So what I got from this is that for the chosen ones, for the ones who are light beings, for the ones who move with integrity and just refuse to let other people's doing be their verdict, you're just steady rising, you're just steady still going after that life that you aspire to live. I want you to know that it takes courage. It takes so much courage to do that. And I want you to know that I am proud of you, because you don't hear people giving people their props, or you don't hear people saying how proud they are of people who actually are doing this on their own. Understand that I am proud of you. The gods are proud of you. Okay? I want to pull from my Egyptian gods oracle cards. Okay? I had shuffled the cards earlier, but I'll do it one more time. Oops, see, look at that. It didn't even want to shuffle. Okay. All right. Ancestors closest to the sun. Give me one card for the collective. It said, what was we just talking about? What were we just talking about? Okay, it says, what you see what that says? It says faith and wisdom. Isis. Okay? Faith and wisdom. I want you to understand that it's very hot where I am right now, and the sun is just beaming right in. Thank you to the most highest creator energy of all. I am grateful for this moment in this reading with this beautiful energy with the collective right now, because faith and wisdom is the vibration. You have to have faith and knowing that you can heal, because a lot of things that you've been through, like say for instance my tooth, people probably going to ask, what happened to her tooth? Technically, I lost my tooth many years ago, and people ask me all the time, like, why don't you get it fixed? Why don't? It's honestly something to remind me of where I come from, what I've been through. Yeah, I know it's a big thing, and I know it really fucked with my confidence for quite some time, but faith and wisdom, I have faith that these messages are bigger than my goddamn teeth. These messages that I have for the collective are needed in this time. Why is it? Because with the work that I do on a daily basis, I meet practically total strangers from all over the world. And with these total strangers who I've never met, I always find somewhere along the lines how to get to the root of what it is that they're dealing with as an empath. Because I have aligned myself with my assignment. And when you align yourself with your assignment, the universe tends to reward you in ways where you didn't even know that you got the gift until you look up and you're actually using it. Okay? That's how that works. So, faith and wisdom. We were just talking about faith. Stepping out on faith. Stepping out into the unknown. What does it look like in the unknown? What I get from this is that there's so much fear around you living in your truth. You have yet to begin to know what it looks like on the other side. Your truth has a lot to do with you appeasing those people who you care so much about. And I just want you to know that for you to live in secret because of the people who you love, understand that once they realize who you love, they'll always love you. And if they don't, then there was never love to begin with. And that's what you need to understand. That's what you need to understand. The only love that you really are required in this life is the self-love. The love that you give thyself. There's so many things going around in society telling people who to be. But to be your authentic version of yourself in a society where people consistently try to tell you who you are, that is the most bravest thing in the world. That takes the most courage that you'll ever see. It's because you see how they cancel culture. They do this, they do that. They're canceling people. But I want you to know that your voice needs to be heard. People are waiting on you. Your true, authentic self. People are waiting on you. People are relying on you. Okay? So don't be afraid to step out on faith, because that fear is only false evidence appearing real. And I'm going to keep saying it because here I am today as a beautiful trans woman who could pass for a woman. Guess what? I have other things that I could have been doing versus throwing myself to the forefront. But at the end of the day, I know that my testimony is what I've been through. I'm going to use that into my power. Okay? As an alchemist, we have that ability to turn our pain into power. Who wants to just ruminate in pain when you can use that energy? If energy is all that there is, and it's so much energy to the pain that has been done, why am I not using that towards my advantage? Why am I not using that for me to get the fuck off these people's couch or get the fuck away from these people who don't mean me no good? Why am I sitting in the dark when I could be at the beach? What are the things, how are you deciding? It's always, how are we deciding? Because a lot of times we don't even know that we could have did these things because our minds are trapped and wrapped around someone else's illusion of life. And they talk about daytime, honey. Yeah. Needless to say, the greatest love that you'll ever know is the love that you give yourself. Once you love you, it don't matter who does not love you. Once you be honest with yourself, it doesn't matter who's not being honest with you. You're putting people on these pedestals where you belong. Knock them people right off of those pedestals and claim your throne. Okay? If you want to be a part of my crew, you got to make it do what it do. Okay? We're done talking. We're done talking about, the shoulda, coulda. No, it's about that action right now. Okay? Okay, Spirit just told me to pull another card. I'll pull one from here. So that was Faith and Wisdom 7 from the goddess Isis. Okay, so nothing came out, so we're going to go with the bottom. Isn't that what we were just talking about? Sometimes you have to literally go within and heal. And healing may look like you being the villain in someone else's life. Take your power back unapologetically. Because baby, when I tell you, when you learn how to cut those cords, look at this. You see this? You see that cat cutting that snake's head off? Selkis. I believe I'm saying that right. Selkis. You see this? Cut the head of the snakes. You got people around who you thinking that is loving you. You got people around you who you think really care for you and your well-being. But in reality, those are snakes. Those are people who know that you're better than them, and they'd rather keep you in the dark, keep you in the dim, keep you lower than them, because they know that if you were to rise into your divinity, then they can't come with you. They can't. It's not happening. So, get up. Get out. Get motivated. Get your motherfucking shine on tonight. Get up, get out, get motivated, bitch. What? Huh. Now see, I ain't brought out my goofy side yet, but yeah, it does exist. I'm not all, stale, and, I'm not always, hermitage. So it's giving within this healing. It's going to make other people really feel sore. It's going to make other people have to wrap themselves up Or Spirit is actually saying, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap up the lies. Wrap up this version of yourself that has yet to be told. You know, wrap up the old you so that the new you, which requires healing, that new you is requiring, there we go. That new you is requiring healing, and it says union and power. That new you is requiring healing so that you can come into union and power with yourself, your higher self. You and your higher self want to come into union and power with one another. Your higher self is waiting on you to make it to the other side. And I hope that you get this from this video. And it makes you want to make some adjustments, you know, baby steps, if you may, you know. Just like a bike. You have training wheels before you ride. How are you going to decide? And that's all I have for you right now. Actually, let me just pull one from my vice versa deck. Okay. And I'll shuffle these cards as well. Spirit, ancestors, guardians, angels, and guides. Give me some messages for the collective right now. For the collective that will see this message, give me something that resonates to their highest understanding and abilities. Thank you. Okay, so we got 3 cards here. So we have the 6. We have the 6 of Cups here. Okay. So this is my new deck. Y'all gotta bear with me here. 6 of Cups, really quick. Really quick. 6 of Cups. Shadows. Okay. Remembering childhood is always important and necessary, provided that you have a feeling of comfort, warmth, and security. It is sometimes pleasant to transfer thoughts to childhood and as then to feel careful and full of trust in the world even as you become an adult. The world still cares about you. Is that not going along with what it is that I'm saying here? The world still cares. The world still cares about you. So therefore, right now you may be your own enemy. Right now, your fear, because of what you see on TV, what you see in social media with this small group of people, whatever it is sometimes pleasant to transfer thoughts to childhood. How were you nurtured as a child? Were you cared for? Were you given hugs? You know, were you embraced as a child? Because those things matter. And if not, I'm sending you warm hugs, okay? And I'm really actually hot. I'm sweating in the face. I'm not sweaty, but, you know, it's hugs. But, okay. Excuse me. So, yeah. I don't want this to slip my mind, but it's basically saying everything that I just said in the prior video. Okay, moving on to the next card. 10 of Wands. You're carrying the burdens of others. But this 10 of Wands in this deck means something totally different. And let's clarify. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to use this card, okay? So it says, there is nothing more fascinating than family happiness. Family happiness. There is nothing like a happy, friendly family with peace, tranquility, comfort, trust, and respect. Raging. It is important that all the family members appreciate this and feel grateful to each other. As for valuable external conditions, it is up to the higher forces to take care of them. Oh, I just read the 10 of Cups. I'm sorry. Y'all know this is my first video doing this, okay? So let me go back because I was on the Cups. I'm supposed to be on the Wands. I'm sorry. We just did the Cups. I'm supposed to be on the Wands. Excuse me, okay? Because I'm not going to edit this video, so y'all going to have to bear with me, okay? So, the 10 of Wands and the vice versa reverse scales tarot. Woo! What is going on? It's so much. Okay. Woo! So, the 10 of Wands in this deck means perhaps it was the circumstances or the fear or having to choose from too many options that made you take on unbearable burdens. Think, do you need all this? After all, the world does not at all want to make your life heavy with worries and responsibilities. Maybe you should transfer some of your responsibilities to someone else. Okay? Y'all read it over? Y'all can just rewind that. I ain't gonna do that again. Okay? But let's go back to the maybe you should transfer some of your responsibilities to someone else. Take that how it resonates, okay? That was the 10 of Wands. Okay, so now we have the 2 of Wands here. Okay, I hope y'all still follow me. Y'all gotta bear with me. Okay, so the 2 of Wands on the way to the new. You involuntarily remember your past. You look back and yearn for what will never return. In life, it is important to experience the whole range of feelings and emotions because it is not in vain that they are given to you. Stop looking back, thank your past, and make plans for the future. Is that not everything that I've just been talking about here? Okay. So then we have the store. Okay, look at you. Excuse me, y'all gotta bear with me because it's my first reading on the okay. I'm practicing on my cards lately. Okay, so the star. We're looking for. Okay, so the star. Here we go. It's you. Your new goal is quite clear. You are fully aware of where you are going. You begin your ascent to the stars. Now they seem cold and distant, but you have already done so much to find a way to them. This is what warms you with the light of hope and encourages you to follow your dreams, your guiding star. Well, I just lost my nose ring here. Anyways, okay, I need to get out of the sun because I am clearly sweated, but I hope that this message made some sense to you. You're the star, sweetie. Pick yourself back up. Your higher self is waiting for you. Okay? We'll talk.